Midwest Picker on YouTube.
Hey, welcome to the Midwest Picker YouTube channel. My name is Dave. This is a what sold on eBay video. Now, why do I do these videos? Well, it's pretty easy. I don't want you to waste your time, money, and resources buying the wrong items. You want to know what sells, what's a huge profit. I'm going to show you the good home runs, but I'm also going to show you the ugly sales, the terrible sales, so you can avoid buying those items. I'm going to tell you where I bought these items, what I paid for them, what they sold for, how they shipped, and how long they took to sell. And sometimes I'll tell you whether or not I'd buy them again or not. First item is my biggest regret. These are craft birds. This is a lot of 4. I think there's 2 to a package. Not a big deal, except I bought these like 5 years ago, 7 years ago for like 20 cents a pack. This was a terrible purchase because people can buy these easily at craft stores like Hobby Lobby and Michael's or your Dollar General. They can go on Amazon. Super inexpensive. Took forever to sell, and I still have more left. I think I sourced these from a Salvation Army. I sold these for $10.36, free shipping. I had them at a certain price, and I marked them down, put them on sale, changed the shipping to free, finally sold a set of 4. Terrible. Next item is this cute little Indian boy collector's plate. This is from the 1950s. I sourced this from a Goodwill store for about $4 3 years ago. I took a best offer of $15 plus shipping on top. Next, I sold this car dealership sales brochure, $9.95 plus shipping. If you didn't know, if you go into a car dealership, a big one, not a mom and pop, they have these sales brochures that they're happy to give to you, and they're usually color. It's kind of like a glossy magazine, but different sizes, different types. Now, these are valuable. The older, the better, and condition is everything. I think I sourced this from a flea market about 2 years ago for $4. I had it listed higher, but I kept lowering the price to sell it. Here are a few sales brochures sold by other people that sold for good money. If you can find these cheap, buy them. Next, I sold this omelet maker, new in the box. I sourced this from an in-person live auction. Man, I love in-person live auctions. I also love the kind of people you run into at a live in-person auction.
I'm on.
I believe I paid $6 for this about 2 years ago, and I actually bought 3 of them. This is the last one to sell. This was kind of a dumb buy. I kind of got auction fever. It was listed for $24.95, and then slowly over time I lowered the price. I eventually took a best offer of $16 plus shipping just to get rid of the last one. Not recommended. Next item, I sold some Country Time half and half. This is a powder mix for making your own drinks. It's half lemonade and half tea. I think I sourced these from my cousin for like $2 a piece about, a year and a half ago. This is called retail arbitrage. I call it retail arbitrage gone wrong. This is a discontinued item. Sometimes people go crazy when food items are discontinued and they can't get them anymore. Even bar soap and deodorant. Once it's discontinued, there's still fans out there that want it. And sometimes that kind of stuff can sell for good money. I lowered the price and then put them on sale. I finally sold the first one, $9.60. I still have 4 more left. Next item is really cool. It was supposed to be office decor behind me. I bought it to decorate the office with, and then I never got around to doing it, so I just decided to sell it. I sourced this handsome couple from HiBid about 2 years ago for $25. So this is not actually a flip per se. It's something I bought and then just decided to sell. This couple sold for $35.95 plus shipping on top. Didn't really make any profit at all. And as you notice, these are kind of weird and bizarre looking. I made a video a while back about weird, bizarre things that sell really good on eBay. I'll put a thumbnail up here, and maybe I'll link it in the description down below. Weird, strange stuff sells very good on eBay. Next, I sold this Fenton solid glass cat figurine. I think I sourced 4 of these from my cousin for $5 a piece, so this is the last one. The value on these can vary depending on the color. If it's uranium glass, it'll sell better. This one is probably the least valuable of the other 4. and it finally sold. Here are some pictures of what other people have sold little Fenton cat figurines for. I took a best offer of $20, free shipping. If you can find these out in the wild, always check the condition. They cannot have any chips or cracks or damage of any kind. And if you can source them cheap, you can sell them for good money. Next, I sold this Fenton decorative plate, sources from the Salvation Army. I think I paid $6 for it. It's been on my eBay store for 3 years, maybe longer. I took a best offer of $15, free shipping and handling. Next, I sold 2 coins from my personal collection. And if you're a coin collector, sometimes you'll upgrade. So I find like the same exact coin I already own, but in a higher grade, better quality. So I'll buy it and then sell the lower grade quality on eBay. Why not? Here's a picture of me when I first started collecting coins. I was probably, gosh, I don't know, 8, 9 years old. So I've been collecting coins my entire life. Cost of goods is completely unknown. These took about a year to sell, and they both sold for $17, free shipping. If you didn't know, you can ship coins using the eBay standard envelope, which is extremely inexpensive. This one's an 1858 Flying Eagle cent, and this one is an 1851 large cent. They're really fun to collect, especially if they're in pretty good condition. But of course, like anything else, the higher the grade or the better the condition, the value goes through the roof. Next, I sold this item from the world's fanciest dollar store. This is Joey's favorite store, IKEA. What do we got here? Oh yeah, look at that. Joey loves him some IKEA. I sourced a whole bunch of IKEA hardware, new in the package, from a Goodwill store. These are like curtain rod hooks and anchors and pieces and parts, but they're still brand new in the package. That's why I bought them. Cost of goods was only $3 each, but it took like 4 years to sell this one. Sold 2 for $15.92 plus shipping on top. Would I buy this stuff again? No. Next, I sold 2 John Deere fuel filters, new in the package. Normally, John Deere products sell really well. These, for some reason, took a long time to sell. I sourced these from Facebook Marketplace. I think I paid $4 or $5 each. They didn't move after about 8 months, so I started sending out offers. They finally sold for $20 plus shipping on top. Next, I sold 3 vintage glass empty Mountain Dew bottles. Yahoo! Mountain Dew! This was a great source. High bid, $2. Now, normally people bid and bid, and there's bidding wars. Nobody else bid, so I got them for only $2. But they took 2 years to sell. I listed them kind of high, $29.95. I got tired of looking at them, so I finally threw out an offer, $20 plus shipping on top. Next, I sold this lot of 4 plates twice. This is really weird. These were free to me from my sister. Thank you, sister. They've been in my store for a long time, almost 2 years. No action, no views, no watchers, nothing. And then boom, somebody bought a set of 4. And then a couple days later, somebody else bought the other set of 4. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
Each set sold for $19.95 plus shipping on top. Just bizarre when that happens. Just a quick PSA. You'll notice I say a lot, my sister gave me this stuff for free. Well, my advice, if you're a reseller, is to tell everybody you're a reseller. Tell your family, tell your neighbors, tell your coworkers, tell everybody that you're a reseller, and you'd be shocked how many times people just give you stuff for free. They don't want to drive all the way to the thrift store. They want to help you out. Lots of reasons why, but people are always giving me stuff for free to sell, and it's awesome. Next, I sold this Sony TV remote. Total garbage. This is my personal item. Cost of goods is nothing. I just found it in the bottom of a closet somewhere. Now, used TV remotes, I don't recommend you source them. So used ones are really hard to sell because they're old technology. So even if you sell them, you're not going to get hardly any money for them. If you can source them for free, go ahead. I wouldn't pay for them at all. There's a few exceptions, some really big TV remotes that have like an LCD screen on them. Those can be worth a lot of money. Most, 99%, aren't worth anything. This one took 5 years to sell. I sent out an offer of $10, free shipping, and somebody finally bought it. Now I know what you're thinking, Dave, you're not making any money. Well, I'm just part-time. I'm a full-time nurse. I just do this as a hobby, but some high profit items are coming up.
I'd be battle weary and tired. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Midwest Picker is hot on my trail. I must find shelter. Hasta la vista, baby.
Next, I sold some model railroad merch. I love this stuff. These are little plastic windows that go in model railroad buildings when you're making a diorama or a train set. This is like a DIY thing. I sourced thousands of pieces from high bid for $6. So my cost of goods is pennies, 2 cents, 3 cents maybe. And people build this stuff. This is like building windows, walls, roofs, like bridge trusses and supports, all that kind of cool stuff. Took a best offer of $18 plus shipping on top for 2 sets of these little plastic windows. It's nothing to ship, and my cost is like 4 cents. But it did take about 8 months to sell. So if you're a model railroad builder, collector, if that's your hobby, or you know somebody that's their hobby, I have a ton more that's not even listed on my eBay store yet. Shoot me an email and I'll send you a bulk offer. Just tons and tons of supplies. I'll, give you photos. We can work out a deal. I'd love to give a viewer or a friend of a viewer a great price on a whole bunch of stuff. Next, I sold a snapper. If you know, you know, this giant snap-on socket the size of a baseball. I love sourcing these things. I did pay a little too much. Sourced this from a flea market about 2 years ago for $10. I bought a bunch of sockets. The bigger, the better. Took a best offer of $30 plus shipping on top. Not a ton of profit. I could have held out longer, I suppose. I listed it for $39.95, then I lowered it to $34.95, and I just wanted to move it. The Snap-on brand tools are awesome. I can't make a what sold on eBay video without talking about spark plugs. So if you're new to the channel, I sourced about 2,500 new old stock spark plugs still in the box from Facebook Marketplace for like $140. So it's hard to do the math because it's like 3 giant totes full. I would say 25 cents per box is my cost of goods. All the buyers paid shipping, and these are new old stock from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. So people that restore cars, they like the old original spark plugs too. So this box here sold for $14. These sold for $18. These sold for $24. These sold for $25, and these sold for $35. Wow, that is crazy good profit. 25 cents into all of those sales. I have a sale coming up. If you watch my shorts, you already know. But in about a week, when I do another what sold on eBay video, I sold a box of spark plugs for $50. But you have to come back in about a week to see that one. Next, I sold this cobalt blue glass mushroom. Thank goodness for Google Lens. I thought it was a little mushroom, but it didn't make much sense. So when I used Google Lens, I figured out it's a decanter topper. Got this for free from my sister. Thank you, sister. My sister actually gave me like 2 giant boxes full of cobalt blue glass items. This is just one item. Cobalt blue glass does sell very well. I took a best offer of $10 plus shipping on top. Took about a year to sell. Last item is this lawn chair rewebbing kit. If you're young, you might not know this, but lawn chairs used to be made out of aluminum, kind of like aluminum conduit tubing. People still like them. People still restore them. And you can buy these rewebbing kits where you can fix lawn chairs. So it does sell well. My lot was different colors, so I didn't get as much money for it. So if you can buy them still new in the package, all the same color, they will sell for really good money. Took a best offer of $10 plus shipping on top. If you can find these kits still new in the package, I highly recommend you buy them. So that's the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and hit that bell icon. That way when I upload a short, usually on a daily basis, you'll get a notification. Any comments from Joey? No comments from Joey. He doesn't talk too much. Until next time, see ya.